Oh boy. Okay. Hello everyone. Hope you're doing well. So, I'm actually gonna... I usually stream myself in my bed. I don't have that much room in my room anymore. I don't actually ever did. I'm trying to stream in a chair now. Got back support, at least. Oh shit! No, don't exit out the game yet. Yeah, okay. So, just to... Who the hell is beep 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 bing bing now? I haven't had to do much because I've actually had to walk into work. Oops, what the fuck? I ain't no fucking phone, man. Hello? Oh god. Good lord, God, I love this shit. Okay. Alright, so I've just been working to work. I got time from that and just work itself, really. Alright, so Biz actually had a chance to do so, and I wasn't like so extremely fucking tired. I actually went through and tried to grind out the what was it, Culls minigame or what it's called? The new freaking gym minigame in fucking Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I actually got past the penultimate one by myself. But I had to get help for the last fucking one. Gotta fucking love it, man. So yeah, that minigame is funny fucking beaten. And and so I don't have to worry about that any fucking time soon. To actually find out why I could not find the fucking Tonberry I need to find. Just gonna make gain here, will not be too loud for y'all. So I don't know why I didn't think about it. The Tonberry in that one is the monster you get from the Lifespring stuff in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's the Crow Region one. So I gotta go through all that before we do that mission. Thankfully, at least, it is. Huh. Usually, I just realized they didn't say, oh, so-and-so started streaming. Huh. That's a new one to me. Regardless, tonight is going to be, once again, Command & Conquer Village 1. Going to be doing the final of the missions. The Arcane Firm and Mission 4, Exterminate. Honestly, I may just go back to streaming the way it was before. Just on my bed and all. I don't know. At least whenever need be, I could just change up the setup a little bit, I guess. I don't know. It just feels weird right now. So this mission will probably take a while for me. I did do it. But I totally did it the wrong way. Or the least efficient way. Honestly, depending how long it takes me to do the mission, since I've already shown that I've completed it, I might just show the fucking completion video, you know? And honestly, I'll probably just see if we can go through like the other missions I've skipped. Like, I'll go back to Allies Mission 3 and do the first part. And for the fifth mission, Tanya's Tale, I'll probably do the other two. Depending on how long it takes, because I'm not actually interested in just streaming every mission. So that comes to the same anyway, so I just want to do the mission, but I know it took me an hour. And it's gonna stream that. Not anymore. At least I can help it. Right, so when it comes down to it, I just remembered this has nothing to do with probably access again for the next stream, actually. I think I saw about thinking cheat engines and stuff like that. So we look at mods on how to defeat well, wrong one. To beat the Jules minigame thingy. And I thought about using it. But I didn't. Oh, I guess it depends on how tough something is, and if single player, that's be something different. Ugh. to seeing about your thing, and so long as you're not doing it to be lazy, I don't really pretend to care. If it's multiplayer, and if it's not like a freaking graphical mod, even then, that's kind of sketchy. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, I don't know how the hell I did this, but apparently there was a remote that I had for the TV that actually I'm using more. That got mixed in with some clothes I was washing, so I had to wash the remote. For a second, I thought that my place was haunted, or someone else was in the house with me. I'm alone. I actually won't be for much longer, look at the time. But being retired doesn't help, you know? Oh. I have an option enabled on OBS. Yeah, it looked a lot different. I didn't realize what the heck it was. Yeah, 11 times to know. Alrighty. I'm so tired. I'm actually considering taking like a week off from streaming. Probably using my sick hours to play hooky and work a day or two. Almost a day, not two, but I just want a fucking nap, you know? I don't know. I feel like I need to go fucking kayak back there. Like, I need to have a... Obviously, we can get this. Have a let an easy lady walk all with me, you know? I don't know, man. Depending on things go. Ooh. I might just go downstairs, get something to drink. So I'm my last thing up here. But yeah, let's go. Yeah, no, this is weird. I'm not gonna...
Yes, of course. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Okay.
Acknowledged.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. 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 At once.
The power's off here, so...
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
The lights don't, stay on.
Well, affirmative. Agreed.
Oh yeah, that's why we got some flamethrowers here.
Unit lost.
Yeah, anyone wants to stop us alive for this.
Medic reporting.
Oh, we got two medics.
Moving out. Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Very well. Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
At once. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very well. Very well.
Do definitely want to be careful here.
Affirmative.
Try to remember
Affirmative. At once.
which way I want to go first here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course.
Lost.
Okay.
Yes, medic reporting. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Yes, of course.
Let's almost get these things.
Upgraded. Unit firepower upgraded.
Agreed.
That actually creates and increase the firepower and stuff of the units.
Mission saved.
Armor and firepower.
Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Of course. Affirmative. 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 At once. Affirmative.
Okay.
At once. Affirmative.
I think this is where.
Medic reporting.
Oh, okay.
Reporting at once. Affirmative.
This is where the power gets turned back on. Yes.
At once.
Thank God.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. At once.
So now. Yeah, never tried when I first played this, but.
Very well. Affirmative. At once. At once.
Okay.
Affirmative. Very well. At once.
He would have been down here, but just in case, though.
Well. Very well.
I just don't like having shadows behind me like this, you know? How do y'all feel about that?
Affirmative.
Is
Agreed.
uh
At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Very well.
okay.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Very well.
This is starting out your idea.
Agreed. Very well.
I'm curious, was there anything even here? I haven't looked behind here when I first played this.
Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Affirmative.
Like, do we have any crates or stuff back here? No,
Very well.
we do not.
Mission
Agreed.
saved.
Agreed. At once.
Look, hold up here. Shit. Hey. Yeah, I can't play like this right now. Hey, 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. What the fuck am I saying on? Okay. I know that was abrupt and all, but that way I was playing, it was not comfortable at all. Okay. Yes, much better.
Agreed.
Hmm.
Affirmative. Agreed. Very well.
Hmm.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed.
What's over here?
Agreed. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Affirmative.
Mission saved.
That? Okay. I actually don't remember if I found that out last time either.
At once. Agreed.
Hmm.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Of course. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Okay.
At once. At once. Of course. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Oh, okay.
Mission
Agreed.
saved.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Actually, hold up here.
Yes, sir. Commander, move up. Medic affirmative. Ready and waiting. Agreed.
That might be a little better.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. At once.
Okay.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Mission loaded.
Ah.
Commander?
Hmm.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out. Of course. Of course. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting affirmative.
Mission
Affirmative.
saved.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Very well. At once. Very well.
Hmm.
At once. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative.
Okay, okay.
Agreed.
Oh, thank you.
Mission saved.
At once. Agreed. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Commander? Of course. Of course.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes. Move out.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Okay.
Yes. Move out. Of course.
Good, good, good.
Move out.
Mission saved. Mission
Move
saved.
out. Of course.
Hmm.
Yes. Move out. Of course. Of course. Move out. Of course. Of course. Move out.
Yeah, just get over here.
Of course. Move out.
Okay, thank God.
Move out.
Unit lost.
Fucking shit, man.
Mission loaded.
Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out.
Mission
Of course.
saved.
Of course. Move out. Of course. Move out.
Unit lost.
Fucking hell.
Loaded.
Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Just continue on.
Of course. Of course.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Of course.
Reinforcements have arrived. Unit
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course.
lost.
Of course. Of course.
Unit
Move
lost.
out. Of course.
Ah.
Mission loaded.
Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Move out.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Think that's pretty much everywhere for now.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
You got your group 3.
Affirmative.
Yes, medic reporting.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Okay.
Mission
Acknowledged.
saved.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Come on.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Hmm.
Reporting. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Of course. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Oh, I got it. That works, I guess. But let's actually do that without damaging Mammoth.
Mission loaded.
Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Reporting. Agreed. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Affirmative.
Okay.
At once. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Affirmative.
Okay.
Agreed. Agreed. At once. Agreed. Very well. Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
Okay, okay.
Mission saved.
Oh god, it sounded like freaking Tanya there for a second. Okay.
Yes.
I want to be careful down here, though, actually, because there's a whole lot of that there.
Awaiting orders.
Mission
Very well.
saved.
Alright, doing pretty well, I think, no?
Very well. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed.
Commander? Of course.
It's actually Star Wars took out everything here since it's actually pretty good because of the gas here.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
The fact that the lava explodes so when like that.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Just have more coming in now.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes. Of course. Of course.
I actually wonder which way it would have been easier. Going up or going like we did.
Move out. Move out. Of course. Move out.
Hmm.
Acknowledged.
So that doesn't kill him? Really?
Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well.
Hmm.
Very well. Affirmative.
And so as long the mount thing doesn't get overly damaged,
Reporting.
you should be pretty good.
Moving out. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Hmm.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Medic reporting. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out.
Unit lost.
Moving out.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
That's way too fucking much.
Mission loaded.
Commander? Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Hmm.
Of course. Move out. Of course. Of course. Move out. Of course.
Mission
Good,
saved.
pretty good.
Of course. Move out. Of course. Move out. Of course. Move out. Move out. Of course. Medic reporting out.
Mission saved.
Yes. Move out. Of course.
Let's take this fucking slow here.
Move out. Move out. Of course. Of course. Move out. Of course.
Mission
Move out.
saved.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out. Move out.
Okay.
Mission saved.
I think down here is actually where the our main target is.
Medic report. Yes. Move out. Move Move out.
Think you all could but clear this Starbucks by himself.
Move out. Move out. Move out. Of course. Move out. Move out. Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out. Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Mission
Of
saved.
course. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Okay.
Move out.
Saved.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Mission saved.
Of course. Of course. Move out. Move out. Of course. Move out. Move out. Move out.
Okay.
Mission saved.
Move out. Move out. Move out.
Let's...
Of course. Of course.
Okay.
Mission saved.
Of course. Move out. Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out. Of course. Move out. Move out. Move out.
Starbucks, up here, please. Okay.
Of course. Of course.
I think that's actually where the queen is, so...
Of course. Move out.
Because of that, let's actually... go back over here.
Move out. Of course.
Unless we find actually something new here.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out.
Okay.
Mission
Of course.
saved.
Of course. Move out. Of course.
Oh, we're definitely gonna want this here.
Move out. Of course. Of course.
Mission
Move
saved.
out.
Then we want to give them all the boxes we can.
Move out. Of course. Of course. Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out.
Mission
Move out.
saved.
Move out. Of course. Of course. Move out.
Mission
Move out.
saved.
Move out. Of course. Of course. Move out. Of course. Move out. Of course. Move out. Move out. Move out. Of course. Of course.
Okay.
Move out. Of course.
Unit lost.
No, fuck that.
Mission loaded.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Yes. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Alright, just come there first, please.
Moving out.
Not that way.
Moving out.
Alright.
Yes. Of course. Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Move out. Of course. 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 Move out.
We'll be back.
Of course. Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course.
You go get that, please. Yeah, this way is blocked, so you couldn't come here.
Of course.
But you still have to come down through here to actually take out the last of the fucking ants. Okay. So like always, you have to go... Oop. One. You always have to take the fucking roundabout route.
Move out.
But at least that's it, though. That's actually the last of the ants down there.
Of course.
Mission saved.
And not even a fucking hour either. I believe I found this out when I was trying to clear up the map last time I played this. The first time I played this, rather.
Of course.
Fucking fire ant there. It's the biggest issue right now.
Commander. Of course.
Mission saved.
Move out. Move out. Move out.
I think that is the last, though.
Of course. Of course.
Come back up here so he can heal you. Save. Ugh.
Mission
Yes.
saved.
Of course.
So I haven't come back down here. And let's see how much we can actually see, huh? Because this is the last area here.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Okay.
Move out.
Mission
Of
saved.
course.
So that I know I'm safe, let's actually
Of
just...
course. Move out. Move out. Of course. Move out. Of course. Of course.
You're... Down here.
Affirmative.
That's the queen ant. And just as you saw,
Yes. Move out. Move out.
it basically charged up like a fucking Tesla coil. You also would have heard the sound as well.
Commander.
Medic reporting. Yes, sir.
Move out.
Ugh.
Acknowledged.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Of course.
Hmm.
Reporting.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Very well.
The mammoth should be able to actually just tank that.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay.
At once. Affirmative.
Commander? Commander? Of course.
I'm gonna surprise it actually went so well.
Mission saved.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
Mission
Of course.
saved.
Hmm.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out. Move out.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
So that's a mammoth thing that's damaged, but
Move out. Of course.
I don't think we need it anymore though.
Of course. Of course. Move out. Of course. Of course.
And that should actually be everything, I think.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out.
Really?
Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Hmm.
Of course.
Alright, so that's actually the end. Okay.
Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Mission accomplished.
There you go. Well, I also had to point out that that one actually has wings. And there you go. That was actually a fun animation right there. Okay. So that was not any mission. That was Command Conquer World 1. The 2 main campaigns, the 2 expansion campaigns, and the animations. Already sort off all the bonus gallery, which that's actually complete. 2x? Ah. Hmm. That was not even a fucking hour. Damn. I actually remember trying this mission before. Dead End North, Allies 3A. This is part of the 2 missions for the 3rd set here. But yeah, like, let's give it a try. I just want to a VT rocket in this one. That's what I remember. Actually, can I wonder actually how many units did I lose? Seen that before.
Yeah, let's rock. Cha-ching! Let's rock. Let's
Yeah, I think I want that medic. You 1,
Vehicle reporting.
3.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Chew on this. Let's rock. Chew on this.
Medic reporting.
I want to try to keep him uninjured.
Yeah?
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Cha-ching!
Medic reporting.
Yes, sir. I'm there. Let's rock.
Okay.
Let's rock. Chew on this. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. Let's rock. I'm there.
Gonna follow?
Let's rock. Let's rock.
Yes,
I
sir.
guess I can't.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Rock. I'm there.
Okay.
There.
Mission saved.
Oh, there's another medic and engineer there.
Let's rock. I'm there.
Hmm.
I'm there. I'm there.
Why do we have Tanya another million in the missions? I think we did.
I'm there.
I mean, like,
I'm there. I'm there. Let's rock.
she just.
I'm there. I'm there.
I think only once. You think to actually have a.
Let's rock. Chew on this. Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
Really?
Chew on this.
Mission saved.
Okay.
Let's rock. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. I'm
Hmm.
there. I'm there. I'm there.
We can go this way, okay?
Let's rock.
Yeah, love it.
Let's rock. I'm there. Chew on this. Cha-ching. Let's rock. Chew on this.
Okay.
Cha-ching. Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
Hmm.
I'm there. Let's rock.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Engineering.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Okay, so that's not gonna work.
Mission loaded.
Hmm.
Yes,
Are
sir.
you not?
Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Executed here.
Waiting orders. Affirmative.
This might be kind of stupid.
Medic report. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Acknowledged.
Actually, wait, can you? Ooh.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yep, so that won't work.
Mission loaded.
Now I think I know what I'm going to do, though.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Hmm. Fuck.
Mission loaded.
I don't know what to do.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
I went to save it. I hit Control L instead.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Okay. Thanks, go up here.
Affirmative.
At least that's not the worst thing I've done.
Affirmative.
Even I could take this over. There's still that fucking thing to worry about.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Hmm.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
What's up? Chew on this.
Fuck, that thing's weak.
Chew on this. Let's rock.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
What do I actually want to take over here first? I actually want to take over that first, actually. To take over this, I have no money, so what the fuck am I gonna do?
Mission loaded.
Yeah? Let's rock.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Let's rock. I'm there. Let's rock. Let's rock. Cha-ching! Let's rock.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
What's up? Cha-ching! Chew on this.
Mission saved.
Cha-ching! I'm there. I'm there.
Engineering.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yeah? I'm there.
New construction
I'm there.
options.
Let's rock. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there.
Mission saved. Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Medic reporting.
Training.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Shake it, baby.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Shake it,
Training.
baby!
Mission saved. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Shake it, baby!
Training. Unit ready. 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 Training. Insufficient funds. Unit ready. Mission saved. Mission loaded.
Yeah? Cha-ching! Let's rock!
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir! I'm there! Let's rock! Chew on this! I'm there! I'm there! Cha-ching! Let's rock!
Yes, sir. Medic reporting. Moving out. Engineering. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
New construction options. Building. Construction complete. New construction options.
Yeah? Let's rock! Let's rock! I'm there! I'm there! I'm there! I'm there! Let's rock! I'm there! I'm there! I'm there! I'm there! I'm there! Let's rock! I'm there! Chew on this! Chew on this!
Unit mission failed. Mission
Shake it,
loaded.
baby! Yes, sir!
Ready and
Acknowledged.
waiting.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir! I'm there! Let's rock! Let's rock! I'm there! Let's rock. Let's rock. I'm there. Let's rock. Let's rock. I'm there. Let's rock. Chew on this. Let's rock. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. Let's rock. I'm there.
Unit lost.
I'm there. Chew on this.
Unit
Let's
lost.
rock.
Unit lost.
I'm there. Let's rock. I'm there. I'm there. Chew on this. Chew on this. Yes, sir. I'm there. I'm there. Let's rock.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
What's up? I'm there.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
What's up? Let's rock.
Medic reporting. Moving out. Moving out.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Very well.
Lost.
Very well.
Unit
Very well.
lost.
At once.
Unit lost.
What's up? I'm there. I'm there.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
What's up? I'm there. Let's rock. Let's rock.
Mission saved.
I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. Let's rock. I'm there. I'm there.
Mission
Cha-ching!
saved.
I'm there.
Awaiting orders.
Shake it, baby.
Affirmative.
What's up? I'm there. I'm there.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
What's up? I'm there. Let's rock. I'm there. Let's rock. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. Let's rock. Let's rock. I'm there. I'm there.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
What's up? I'm there. Let's rock. Chew on this. Chew on this.
Mission saved.
Let's rock! Chew on this! I'm there! Let's rock! Cha-ching! Let's rock! I'm there! Let's rock! Cha-ching! I'm there! Cha-ching! Cha-ching! Chew on this! I'm there! I'm there! Let's rock! I'm there! Let's rock! Let's rock! I'm there! I'm there! Let's rock!
Mission saved.
Cha-ching! Let's rock! I'm there! Let's rock! I'm there! Let's rock!
Mission loaded.
Chew on this! Let's rock!
Mission
there.
loaded.
Cha-ching! Let's rock! Let's rock!
Mission
I'm
loaded.
there! Let's rock! Let's rock! I'm there!
Mission failed. Mission loaded. Mission loaded.
I'm there! Let's rock! Let's rock! Cha-ching! Let's rock! I'm there! Let's rock! Cha-ching! Chew on this! Let's rock! Chew on this! I'm there! Let's rock! I'm there! Let's rock!
Mission accomplished.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was muted. I thought I unmuted myself before. Right. That's the regular ending. And I can't spell my name right. Alright. Let's go on this one, I guess. I know these are the easier ones, but still, this is not taking too long. This is probably why these are so early into the whole thing here.
Government leaders have abandoned the capital and are
Yeah.
Reinforcements arrived.
Ooh.
30 minutes
Commander,
remaining.
for king and country. For king and country. For king and country. On my way.
Mission
For king and
saved.
country. On my way. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. Indeed.
Which way are those damn dogs going?
Indeed. For king and country.
loaded.
On my way. For king and country. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. On my way.
I just got a fucking mammoth tank in. Never realized that.
Country. Indeed. Indeed.
I just get in now.
Building infiltrated. Building infiltrated.
That's all you got? What's up? Let's rock. I'm there. Let's rock. Let's rock.
Okay.
I'm there. Cha-ching! I'm there.
Ugh.
Cha-ching! Chew on this. Cha-ching! Let's rock.
Mission saved.
I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. Chew on this. Chew on this.
Okay.
Cha-ching! Chew on this. Cha-ching! I'm there.
Make sure they're getting off more fucking dogs.
I'm there.
Reinforcements have arrived. Mission saved.
I'm there. Let's rock. Cha-ching! Chew on this. Let's rock. Let's rock. Cha-ching! Chew on this. Let's rock. Let's rock.
Was I? Oh.
Tanya rescued. Allied reinforcements have arrived from the north. Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting. Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Okay.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Okay. Nope.
Yes, sir. Vehicle. Affirmative. Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Why?
Ready and waiting.
Unit lost.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Okay.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, affirmative. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Good fucking lord, man.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Now, what's one to do?
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay.
Mission saved.
Affirmative.
New
Yes,
construction
sir. Reporting.
options.
Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Oh, that'd be us.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Building.
Something I would take on our own basis.
New construction options. Building.
Engineering.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
New construction options.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Let's go to this, shall we?
Mission
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Okay, so
Acknowledged.
for fuck's sake.
Affirmative.
Time to attack it, then go fuck it.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Affirmative. Affirmative.
New construction options. Repairing. Building.
Good lord, no hell, man.
Mission saved.
Vehicle yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. Unit lost. New construction
Reporting.
options.
Affirmative. Ready and yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh boy.
Unit lost. Building.
Acknowledged. 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 Ready and
Unit
waiting.
lost. Our base is under attack. Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting.
Alright, go.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Well, I kind of cocked it up.
Of course.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Our
Affirmative.
base is under attack.
Affirmative.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Okay.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Holy fuck, man.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Repairing. Building. Unit repaired. Building.
Yes, sir.
Oof.
Affirmative.
Repairing. Construction complete.
Vehicle reporting.
New construction options. Training. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit repaired.
Hmm.
Unit ready.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Okay, stop.
Vehicle reporting. Waiting orders.
Repairing. Building.
Hmm.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
I mean, it's not gonna be out of range by that. You're alone now, man.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Go over that. Hmm.
Awaiting orders.
You know what?
Acknowledged.
I'll just use you as a scanning thing.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
There's a lot of wood here, though.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Ah, okay.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready. Building.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Preparing. Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Okay.
Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Preparing.
Ready and waiting. At once. At once.
I'll think let's go.
Preparing. Building.
Let's go sup in here.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit
Reporting.
repaired.
Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Unit
Affirmative.
repaired.
Acknowledged.
How?
Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Repairing. New construction options. Building.
Awaiting order.
Unit
Acknowledged.
repaired. Repairing.
Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Okay.
Repairing.
Reporting.
Unit repaired.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Okay.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Get you.
Repairing.
Affirmative.
Unit repaired.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Acknowledged.
Unit repaired. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Hey,
Construction
fucker.
complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
New construction
Waiting
options.
order. Acknowledged.
Building.
Ah, that'd be.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Oh, really? Wow.
Acknowledged. Affirm. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Repairing. Unit repaired. New construction options. Repairing.
That'd be how.
Building.
Vehicle reporting.
So, me being that was useless.
Affirmative.
Unit repaired. Unit ready. Building.
Waiting orders.
Repairing. Unit ready. Unit repaired.
Acknowledged.
Repairing. Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
For fuck's sake.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sir.
Unit repaired.
So 1,
Waiting orders.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Vehicle
Unit
reporting.
ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes, sir.
repaired.
Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Reporting. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Okay.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Repairing.
Reporting.
Hmm.
Reporting. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit repaired.
Acknowledged.
Repairing. Unit repaired. Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Unit repaired.
Okay.
Repairing.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Unit repaired.
Acknowledged.
Mission saved.
Reporting.
Repairing.
Affirmative.
Ah, there.
Repaired.
Waiting orders.
Okay, there we go.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Actually, wait.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
Mission
Alright, there we go.
preparing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit prepared. Preparing.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit prepared. Preparing.
Let me take that out just in case.
Preparing. Unit prepared. Preparing. Unit prepared.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Hmm.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged.
Nope.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Preparing. Unit
Affirmative.
prepared.
Acknowledged.
Give me that backseat.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Okay.
Silos needed.
Affirmative. 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 Awaiting order. Knowledge. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Preparing. Silos needed.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Ugh.
Building.
Reporting.
Preparing.
Acknowledge.
Silos needed. Unit prepared. Preparing. Silos needed. Unit ready.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
prepared.
Acknowledge.
Preparing. Unit prepared. Preparing.
Awaiting order. Acknowledge.
Ugh.
Affirmative.
Unit prepared. Preparing.
Awaiting order.
God damn, gotta love it.
Unit prepared. Preparing.
Affirmative. Awaiting order.
Dumbass.
Acknowledge.
Silos needed. Building. Unit prepared.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Okay.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Okay.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Oh, that's done with. Okay.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting. Reporting.
You know that?
Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle
Preparing.
reporting.
Okay.
Unit prepared. Unit ready. Building. Repairing. Unit
Vehicle
prepared.
report acknowledged.
Hey, give me then.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Okay.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
You know what?
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Let's just go in.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Okay.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Come on.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Is this really supposed to be the auto missions? Or is this just medium?
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Okay.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Huh.
Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Okay.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Huh.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
This really supposed to be harder? This is actually easier than the other one.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Huh.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Okay.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Okay.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.
So we go. So that was the top of the Tanya missions. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, really? Wow. Well, I thought it was a lot faster than I thought it was. I think this one was the hardest one, I think, maybe? Would it have to be?
Government lead.
Reinforcements have arrived. Timer started.
Commander. For king and country.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of fucking orcs.
For king and country. On my way. For king and country. On my way. For king and
They have a lot of power, though.
On my way. For king and country. Indeed. 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 For king and country. Indeed.
Hmm.
For king and country. On my way. For king and country. On my way.
Just don't come this way. Okay.
For king and country.
Mission
On my way.
saved.
Hmm.
Indeed. On my way.
Okay. That's why they don't build any more power, though.
Building infiltrated.
Where's that dog injured? Hmm.
Commander, indeed.
Building infiltrated.
What's up? Let's rock. I'm there. I'm there. That's all you got.
Tanya
Let's
free.
rock. Chew on,
Okay.
chew on this. Ting. Let's rock. Let's rock. Let's rock.
Alrighty.
Chew on this. I'm there. Let's rock. I'm there. Chew on this. I'm there. Chew on this. I'm there.
Where were you hiding?
Rock. Let's rock. I'm there. I'm there.
Hmm.
Let's rock.
You gonna land? And in there. Okay.
Let's rock.
Yeah, a lot of fucking shit, though. But now, where am I gonna go?
Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived. Allied reinforcements have arrived from the south.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Huh.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Okay.
Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir?
Alright, you all here, please.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
I think I want these right here.
Yes, sir? Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir? Affirmative. Affirmative.
New construction options.
Affirmative.
I guess I only have heavy tanks so far. That's nice to know.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
I think I want this one though.
New construction options.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir? Affirmative.
Low power.
Acknowledged.
New construction options.
Affirmative.
Repairing. New construction options.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Yes. Affirmative.
Repairing. Building.
$500.
Yes, sir? Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Mission saved.
Affirmative.
Anything 90 in the jets?
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Nope.
New construction options.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Fucking hell, man.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Building. Building.
And let's get some heavy tanks.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Okay, there we go.
Unit ready. Building. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir? Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Well, I'm not.
Ready. Building.
I need you actually to get the ships there. Well, no, no.
Insufficient.
Yes, sir.
funds. Unit ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir? Affirmative.
Yes. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Hey, you two go good. Good.
Affirmative.
Report acknowledged.
New construction options. On hold. Cancel.
Oh, I don't get any submarines. That's kind of
Building.
it's kind of shitty.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
If anything else, that'd be something for me to sell later on.
Affirmative.
You'll never know.
Unit ready.
Ah, shit, wait. I don't know how the hell I hit narrator, but they made it turn on.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yeah, so there. And okay.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Vehicle reporting. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
There doesn't seem to be any.
Unit repaired. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Training. Unit
There doesn't seem to be any.
repairing. Unit ready.
The fuck was I thinking of now?
Unit
Acknowledged.
repaired.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
I really have no idea what the fuck I was thinking of.
Unit repaired. Repairing. Unit
Yes.
repaired.
Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
And coils, that's what the fuck I'm thinking of. There seem to be any fucking Tesla coils.
Repairing. Building. Building.
Reporting.
Actually,
Yes, sir.
Construction complete. New
Yes,
construction
sir.
options.
Acknowledged.
just yak, okay.
Ready. Building.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Okay, fuck it.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Jeez, oh shit.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Okay.
repaired.
Acknowledged.
This is an ore mine here.
Affirmative.
Repairing.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
repaired.
Acknowledged.
Maybe not.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Nope.
Unit repaired.
Reporting.
Just go fucking in.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Building.
Affirmative.
Hmm.
Acknowledged.
Mission saved.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Oh, Mike, what the fuck is my, the base dimensions here?
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Vehicle affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Okay.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Come on.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Preparing. Our base
Awaiting
is under
orders.
attack.
Acknowledged.
Preparing.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Okay.
Preparing.
I'm just curious. Do they actually build the harvesters here?
Repaired. Preparing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack. Preparing.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Yes, sir.
repaired.
Acknowledged.
Preparing.
Acknowledged.
They do.
Unit repaired.
I think I can kill us now.
Yes, sir.
Do you repair that? They do.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing. Building. Unit repaired. Repairing.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, so I'll just have that one take that out. Just have my yak take that stuff out.
Repairing. Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Hmm.
Unit repaired. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building. Unit
That's it, really?
repairing.
Reporting.
Hmm.
Unit
Affirmative.
repaired.
Hey, you all can just pick off.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Our
Yes, sir.
base is under attack.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Holy fucking hell.
Affirmative.
You, I guess it's...
Acknowledged.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Hmm.
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Okay.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Take that out. Take this stuff out.
Acknowledged.
Doing pretty good so far, I think, now.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
We gotta take this fucker out.
Affirmative.
This is this.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
This is more important right now.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Alrighty.
Unit ready. Building. Unit prepared.
Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack. Unit
Is it?
lost. Unit lost.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Okay.
Lost.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Mission accomplished.
Ooh, shit. Okay. And there we go. That's all the Tanya stuff. Huh. Hmm. Good lord, okay. Actually, I'm curious here. Says we got an ad thing for OBS, but let's see. Ooh, wow. I don't know. I'm actually curious if OBS actually has ads I can use. And it looks like that for... Hmm. Eh. Hmm. Kind of curious about the units you could use in multiplayer here.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
New construction options. Building.
That's an actually nice color blue.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm... Oh, you finally can see it.
Reporting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Huh.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Okay.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Kind of surprising how fast this tank is.
Acknowledged.
You know, it's a freaking light tank and all, but...
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Blue's not like fucking ranger.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction
Yes, sir.
options.
Acknowledged.
Huh.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
There's no ore here. Wow.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Hmm.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Okay.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Hmm.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Okay.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Yes, I would like the clutch scheme of this, though.
New construction options. Building.
Vehicle report knowledge.
Hey,
Acknowledged.
the dark blue, it's a nice color.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
What do you guys think?
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Hmm.
Affirmative.
Building.
Awaiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
I
Acknowledged.
use what color do you guys prefer?
Acknowledged.
Is everything's white preferred that way?
Acknowledged.
Or just like user preference?
Affirmative.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
I'd say, like, for me, it's usually deep dark colors.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Wait, what?
Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Cannot deploy here.
Fucking hell.
New construction options. Low power. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
King and country.
Unit ready.
For
Building.
king and country.
Vehicle report acknowledged.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Indeed.
complete.
You can move.
Agreed.
Building.
Let's actually get that going.
Preparing.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Okay, so
Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Vehicle affirmative. Affirmative.
oh, no, fuck you.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
No, no, no.
Acknowledged.
No, 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 no more.
Acknowledged.
That's what is the voice.
Affirmative.
For me, I have just been watching a lot of Final Fantasy VII Remake
Affirmative.
reviews and stuff.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
And a lot of them having kind of both.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Lost.
I don't know.
Vehicle reporting. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost. Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
You know what?
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Holy hell.
Building.
Wait, what? Oh, radar jammer.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Ugh.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building. Our base is under attack. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Holy fucking hell.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
I'm never gonna need you.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Oof. Fuck me.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Okay.
Acknowledged.
building.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Oh, hell no.
Acknowledged. Reporting.
Commander. On my way.
What the hell? Why are you up there? You dumb fucker.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
On hold. Cancel. Construction complete. New construction options.
Reporting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Building infiltrated.
Oh!
Repairing. Unit repaired. Repairing.
Damn ya! Let's give the fucking Vinny symbol too.
Building. Unit repaired. Training.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Once you're back, I'll actually have you just get all this here.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
You actually go here.
Affirmative.
Unit
Vehicle
ready.
reporting. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
For king and country.
Building. Unit repaired.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Okay.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Just give my people more space here.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
Go, get out of place.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Got another MCV, but why though?
Building. Infiltrate.
Missile silo.
Building.
Affirmative.
Okay. I don't get missile silos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Reporting.
Got the radar jammers. Mobile gap jammer, which is useless.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders.
Insufficient funds.
Actually, with that, I think I could just speed this up now. This is more so just for
Acknowledged.
you to see what the hell we have here. I just wonder, where did the chronotanks? We got the chronosphere?
Construction complete. A-bomb prepping.
A-bomb, prepping.
Building. Building.
Might as well, since they actually can't do anything. Always love to see the storm with everything.
Ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Go help.
Insufficient funds.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Thank you.
Construction complete. Silos needed. Unit ready. Chronosphere charging.
No, we're doing anything new.
Silos needed. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Anything new if I do that then?
Silos needed.
I mean, yeah, of course you get something new, but
Silos needed. Silos needed. Construction complete. New construction options.
attack helicopter.
Silos needed. Building.
What if? Got a gap generator?
Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
No, nothing new.
Unit ready. Building. Silos needed.
The chemist by silos.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
Hmm.
Unit ready. Chronosphere ready. Building. Building.
Reporting.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay.
A-bomb ready. Construction complete. Unit ready.
Where do I want to put this?
Cancel. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Hmm.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Insufficient funds.
I don't know.
Construction complete.
Sure, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Hmm.
Building.
I don't know. I really don't fucking know what I'm doing.
Select target.
Ooh.
A-bomb prepping. A-bomb launch detected. Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Silos.
Acknowledged.
Okay.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Silos
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Silos.
Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.
There you go. So, okay. Hmm. Alrighty. So with that is considering that all the missions, I'll probably just do them as an addendum later on. I don't think I actually have that many more missions to complete before I actually, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, just 10 more missions, and that's literally the complete end. Hmm. So wait, why don't I... Hmm. I love it. Don't understand. Think all this. I forgot the whole new chat thing. OBS updated and it screwed up some things for me. But with that, I really don't like ending it this early, but that's about all for tonight. I thank you for joining me. I'll be able to join again next time. And hope you all have a good one. Bye.